Hi, I'm Dexter Griffin. I'm here to introduce a philosophy that I've created. In my years as a fitness instructor, I've taught many types of classes, many different styles of fitness, from spin to yoga to like high impact cardio, CrossFit. The thing that I've noticed in every single class was that there was always like one class where I would see a client that reminded me of a client in a different class. And as I started to develop as an instructor, I would realize that these similarities would like really just like pop out. And so, what I was able to do is develop what I call the client wheel, which is a way to identify who's coming to your classes and to better meet the needs of the clients. So what I figured out is that there are only 5 types of clients that are going to come into any group fitness setting. No matter what the setting is, there's only 5 types of clients that are going to be there. Whether it's judo or tai chi or yoga, whether it's spin, CrossFit, whatever the group fitness setting, there's only five clients. So in an effort to build client retention, to identifying the needs of these 5 clients is crucial. So the first client is the scientist. We have the busy bee. We have the butterfly. We have the innovator, and we have the to-do lister. I've been told so many times that, group fitness is just relative. You can't please everybody. But if you know that there's only 5 clients that come into the class, no matter what the class is, there's a need that they have, and you can meet that need and build client retention, and give the clients a quality experience. So the first one, the scientist, we'll talk about. The scientists, they want to know, like, why are we doing these exercises? Like what's the benefit? What's the, like, so for instance, like if we're doing bicep curls, like what area of the body are we working? Why are we doing this? The scientist is not necessarily like quick to give feedback, but they're gonna know, like, okay, they'll make a very quick decision. Well, I do like this class, or I don't, and they'll make it like probably right in the middle of class. During the first few minutes, they made their decision, like whether they'll be back or not. And moving on to the butterfly. The butterfly is more social with the butterfly. They're there because they bought a new Lululemon outfit, or they came with a group of friends. This is the big class where they're going to be there for the social. They're there for the social benefits, for the social scene. They want to go to the most popular instructor. Things like that. They're there. They want to have a good time. They want to have fun during class. It's just like meeting their needs can be a little tricky at times, because just as a fitness instructor, we tend to get a little serious. So we have the busy bee. The busy bee, they want to master the exercises. They want to know, okay, give me the advanced version. Tell me, like, is my form right? And that's probably the number one sign. Like, they'll ask you, like, is this right? Am I doing this right? They want to, like, they're gonna go home, work on the exercises, and then come back next week better and looking for a new challenge. They will typically like come to a class, like for instance, like if I said, okay, I'm gonna be doing this same exact class for a week, right? They'll come Monday, Tuesday. By Friday, they'll want to have mastered whatever you set out to do, and they'll be there every single day until they've mastered the exercises. Once they've mastered the exercises, they'll move on to something that's another challenge. For the innovators, they want whatever's fresh, whatever's new, like a sign to tell, like an innovator, like they're gonna notice, like, you need to change your playlist, or that I really like that song. What was it? It just came out, or I haven't heard that song before by that artist. And they'll ask, like, or okay, so for instance, like if these are your clients that, like, there's this new kind of exercise, like when Zumba first came out, like, okay, well, I was doing yoga, now I'm gonna go do Zumba, now I'm gonna go do whatever's fresh and new, and they're gonna follow the scene, because they want to keep it fresh and new. So if you can keep it fresh and new, you basically you'll keep the innovators around. So the to-do lister, they're not necessarily connected to any particular instructor. They're not connected to even like a particular facility. They said, okay, I'm going to check this off my list. This was my exercise for the day, along with all the other exercise, along with all the other things that I did with my day. Now exercise is off the list. They don't like. There's really no particular attachment. It's just a part of their day. So, what I've developed is some strategies for engaging these clients. So there's a method that can be used in engaging these clients during the class, which is very important to engage them during the class, during the 60 minutes of the class, to get their attention and give them what they need. What works best is to engage these clients as the intensity increases. So as the difficulty in the exercises increases, as fatigue sets in, you want to address these clients more and more throughout class. It's vitally important that you know your exercises. You have to know the exercises, know the work, so that you can create an experience for the clients. The clients, the clients will enjoy the class very simply because their need was met. And they'll come back because they know, okay, I have a specific need. I'll be back to that class because my need was met. So engaging the scientist during class, you want to identify the muscle groups, what we're doing. Identify why. They want to know, like, why are we doing this? What's the benefit? And then make it practical. Give them a practical example. So, for instance, like bicep curls. We're doing bicep curls, 16 times, or 16 reps. I don't know, for whatever, like whatever the exercise might be. They want to know what we're working, why. Okay, this is so you can carry groceries in the house without getting tired. So you can walk. We're doing lunges so you can walk up the stairs without being out of breath. We're doing this because it takes, I don't know. So because if you're running a 5K, and it takes a certain amount of steps to finish a 5K, you want to be able to last the 5K. I don't know, just like practical examples, basically. So the butterfly. Moving on to the butterfly. The butterfly is a little tricky, but still manageable. Because just very simply by addressing them during class, saying the client's name during class, mention something about the person, whether you say it like directly to them or to the class, just like broadly, but they know, like, oh, he's talking about me. Something that might have happened at the desk or an experience that they witnessed. Make them a part of the class. Give them compliments and encouragement as you go on. Making sure that they know that they know that they were there, that they're engaged. Reference, if they brought a friend, say the friend's name. That's very important, because and especially for instance, like with a membership, like if you have a member that's a butterfly, right, and they brought their butterfly friend, the member, you want to say their name as many times as possible and address them, because that other butterfly is going to be like, well, I want that same kind of attention. I want to be a part of this community, because they're butterflies. That's why they're there. So it just works. Moving on to the busy bee. So the busy bee, they want to know, okay, how long will we be doing this for? So counting down is vitally important. Just letting them know, okay, we need this amount in this amount of reps in this amount of time, or we're climbing this hill. Like whether it's spin or yoga or whatever, they want to know, okay, what's coming up next? You want to acknowledge their progress. So if you see, for instance, I just keep going back to push-ups and bicep curls, but if you notice that they are progressing and getting stronger, you want to make sure that you acknowledge that, because that's what they want to do. They want to master. They want to go home and come back better than when they started. So acknowledging that it's the reason they're there. Because they set a goal and said, okay, I'm going to climb here. You want very, very clear and concise cues so they know exactly like what their form should look like, exactly like how to do it better. So if you have a busy bee in your class, what you would want to do is give them like an advanced. You want to give them the exercise, give them the advanced version, and then give them the modification. Very simply because they're going to do all three. Like if they'll start with the advanced version. And this is and that's something that I've really noticed. They'll do all three because once those muscles start to fatigue, okay, I can't do those anymore. Now I'm going to do the modification. But next time I come back, I'm going to do the advanced version the entire time. And that's like one of the that's like a clear sign like, oh, that's a busy. The innovator. So the innovator, they want whatever's fresh, whatever's new, like that fresh new music, this new artist, this new song, this new exercise. So you want to rotate your playlist. You want to give modifications, give them variety because that's why they've come to the class is because they needed variety. You want to allow them to have some ownership, like like freedom for creativity throughout the class. And then listening to feedback is very important because the innovator, they're going to tell you, they're going to say, okay, this is what I liked about the class. They'll tell you exactly what they appreciated. And they might not necessarily give you criticism and tell you what they didn't like, but they'll definitely let you know, like, oh, what was that song that I heard? Whatever, at the end of the class, or when we were doing push-ups, or during that spin class, when we were climbing hills, like I really liked, so that like that, and they give that feedback freely. So acknowledging that, and it works. It works. So the to-do lister. The to-do lister is tough because they don't have any attachment to any specific instructor. They don't have any attachment to even the facility. Sometimes it's just a part of their day. Like, I have a membership here, I'm going to check this off my list. So engaging the to-do lister, you want to give them something memorable, something that they didn't expect, something that they didn't see coming when they were riding in their car. Like, okay, I'm on my way to class, and then they're in class and they're like, wow, I've never heard that quote before, or like some encouragement, like, wow, you noticed that I'm here, you want to just create an experience that will build rapport. And just catch them by surprise. And the more often you can catch a to-do lister by surprise and give them something that they didn't really expect, the better. Number one, because if you get a group of to-do listers, like, that's your faithful client. They'll be there every single week, the same time. So if they know, like, oh, I catch something by surprise, or this instructor catches me by surprise and creates a pleasant experience every single time I go, they'll be like, these are your year-long, 5, 6, 12 years, they're still coming to your class. You want to give them a good workout and step it up as needed, because they're not like, unlike the busy bee or the butterfly, it's just a part of their day. So they, like, if there's a sequence of exercises, they're like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to work on legs, so I'm going to this class to work on legs. That's your to-do list. The benefit of implementing this client wheel is very simple. It's client retention. When you meet the needs of the clients, and you know like, okay, well, these are the 5 types of clients that are coming into the class. Your aim should be every single time to provide a memorable experience and address their individual needs. It creates client retention and creates client loyalty, which is exactly what you want as an instructor. Client loyalty, because they know I can go to that instructor and I can get my need met. No matter, and this works no matter what the arena, no matter what the fitness area. So thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful. I'll be posting more information about this. You can see the website, bdxkeepdoing.com. If you want to come see it in action, contact me for more information, bodiesbydexbdx@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.